Hello everyone, Exiles. Today I want to share another of my builds with you. This time Forbidden Rite build with life stacking ratphith. So what's so unusual about Forbidden Rite and ratphith and dissolution of flesh? If you look at Poe Ninja, there is only one guy, me, that plays Forbidden Rite with dissolution. There are only 3 guys that play ratphith Globe with Forbidden Rite. Why is that so? Because Forbidden Rite makes us take a lot of chaos damage, and we can't really use dissolution with it because we reserve all our life. And without dissolution we can't use eternal use, and ratphith Globe becomes a real heavy responsibility in terms of life sustain. So, but we are also using sacrifice support. So we every time we cast Forbidden Rite, we sacrifice 30% of life. So how do we deal with this damage? We have 2 problems right now. One problem number 1, self damage from Forbidden Rite. Second problem, sacrificing 30% of life each time we cast. So how do we deal with self damage? We get as much maximum chaos resistance as we can. Right now I have 88% chaos resistance, and we use force wall, so armor also applies to our chaos damage taken from hits. Somebody might say, well, just stack maximum resistance, it will be okay. Let me showcase the self damage without force wall. Look at this. You see how much damage, how much life we reserve now? If we put on the force wall with 30k armor, look at the difference. Look at the difference. We sacrifice like 3k life for when casting non-stop. So second problem, sacrificing life. So how do we solve this problem? With Awakened Unleash. With Unleash, with Ashabi Bloodline Ascendancy for extra Unleash seals and more damage for each Unleash sword. So sacrificing life happens only once when we use Unleash. So we cast 7 times, but we sacrifice only once. Look at my HP now. So you see, we, every time we cast, we lose 30% of life. So we restore it back with eternal use. So we can take benefit from sacrifice as well as ratphith, which is very strong with Forbidden Rite, which scales from life already. And sacrifice support gives us 75% damage. If you look at this, a lot of damage. So the whole max chaos resistance, force wall armor stacking is worth it in the end. So what else is going on with the build? Nothing really unusual, just typical chaos damage, life stacking stuff. We stack basically as much life as we can because it gives us survivability, it gives us damage, and the only different thing is we go for clusters. We go out of our way to get clusters with Steel Mender on a large cluster jewel and on Megalomaniacs. We get 3 of those. If I could sacrifice some points, which I can't, I would get another cluster jewel. So look how fast my seals restore. You see? Already 7. But if I had no increases to seal gain frequency, it would take like 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds to get all those charges. So Unleash is basically unplayable without those nodes, in my opinion, unless you go for like Blade Vortex or something. So now I will do a small boss showcase, super bosses, and some tier 17 mapping, so you can see how the build looks. So POB will be in the description. And that's about it. Thank you for watching.